The following program is a paid presentation of California University of Pennsylvania.
Last week, pure mechatronic madness broke out for 2 days as teenage teams unleashed their robots in deadly death matches with names like Nightmare, Mamba's Revenge, Slaughtermelon, the Polish Hammer, Demolition King, and Rampage. You know the action was fast and furious. But even though the battles were a lot of fun, the real purpose of the event was to encourage stealth learning, teaching and preparing area students for 21st century jobs in the exciting field of STEM careers.
Welcome to the campus of California University of Pennsylvania and the 10th annual Southwestern Pennsylvania BotsIQ Finals.
I'm your host, John Klein.
And I'm Chelsea Strube.
For the last few months, more than 78 teams of students from 60 area high schools have been designing and building robots to compete in the Southwestern Pennsylvania BotsIQ Finals.
Last weekend, the regional finals were held at CalU Convocation Center for 2 days, and it was nonstop action.
Here's a taste of what makes BotsIQ, the smart sport, so exciting.
Let's take a look at the semifinal match between Admiral Perry's robot, Toxic, and the Hempfield Area High School's Nexus.
Here's ring announcer Chad McReith.
3, 2, 1, battle! All right, there's the violence, right there out of the corner, up against the wall again. Toxic just destroying out of the block, bang, bang, bang. Walls are getting ripped apart here. Toxic knocking it out. Oh, there's a comeback. There's a comeback by Nexus. Nexus is coming back, now beating Toxic up. It's all about how powerful you are and all about what you can take. Oh! What a tremendous blow. Toxic up against the wall, ran clear across the court. More sparks, more noise. Oh, there's a nice hit. Uh-oh. Now Nexus is on its back, but I see a belt came off of Toxic here. Nexus is up. Nexus is off the mat. I think Nexus is going to pull it off.
Congratulations to Nexus and Hempfield Area High School, who will advance to the next round.
That's just a small taste of the exciting competitions at CalU.
BotsIQ is celebrating its 10th anniversary here in Western Pennsylvania, and it's attracting more schools and more teams every year, helping students start their STEM careers with exciting projects.
Here's Bill Padnos, Executive Director of BotsIQ of Southwestern Pennsylvania, explaining how BotsIQ can lead to good jobs in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and math, otherwise known as STEM.
BotsIQ is a job-driven, fun, hands-on learning experience. So the students, first of all, are learning STEM skills, which are critical. They're also learning the soft skills that manufacturers and all STEM-related career employers want to look for. Manufacturers and all the companies in Southwestern Pennsylvania love that these students are learning the critical thinking skills that are desperately needed in tomorrow's workers. Industry gets to start developing a talent pipeline, which is critical. There are 130,000 open positions in manufacturing because of baby boomers retiring between now and 2025. Manufacturing companies have to connect with the youth to change the perception of manufacturing, to start giving these kids the skills needed to be the future manufacturing workers, so they get a future workforce that is qualified to be in those positions of advanced manufacturing. BotsIQ, we're celebrating our 10th anniversary this year. We've grown from 6 schools in 2006 to now having over 60 schools participate in our program and over 1,000 students as a part of the competition. It is the most amazing feedback. It's also the most important thing is last year when we surveyed the students, 99% of them said that they would recommend their fellow students to be a part of this program. You get 99% of high school students to recommend something, you're doing something right.
Thanks, Bill. The entries for BotsIQ grew by almost 20% this year.
And those bots can do some damage. We have your ringside seat for some of the best competitions of the weekend.
These teams of students get really excited about building the bots and taking them into battle.
It's become so popular, some schools even enter multiple teams.
Last year, the competition came down to the final battle.
BotsIQ students use some of the hottest high-tech equipment. Both the Ringgold Rammers and their bot Mark 42, named after Iron Man's suit, and the Norwin team use 3D printers to create their robots. The students at BotsIQ never fail to impress us with their creativity and incorporation of new technology.
This year, we saw a number of schools team up with X1, a digital part materialization company in North Huntington, to incorporate 3D printing capabilities into their robots.
Max Inks, an electrical designer at X1, was one to fill us in on all of the technology.
So 3D printing is rather new and up-and-coming attraction for the manufacturing industry. We now have the opportunity to print new complex, shapes and designs.
As a corporate sponsor for 4 teams at the competition, X1 helps the students with their designs and incorporation of their technology into their robots.
2 of the schools that we're actually sponsoring, we have the students printing out armor plating, weapons, and then we also have another school that actually printed the entire frame and got it casted in aluminum.
And if you look closely at this, you can see all the layers that the casting left on this. The aluminum was poured into the casting, and then the casting was broken away because it was just a sand casting. It was just washed away. Our weapon was 3D printed, just standard 3D printed. It was with stainless steel and infused with bronze, 440 stainless steel infused with bronze, and it's actually holding up really well.
The Ringgold Rammers of Ringgold High School use the ability to 3D print in stainless steel powder to create the armor and weapon, or beater bar, for their robot.
A beater bar is a strong piece of metal, normally rectangular and hollowed out on the inside. It has a cutting edge, but it spins upward so that you flip them and not yourself.
X1 believes introducing students to this technology at BotsIQ will not only help them succeed in the arena, but eventually lead to their success in the future.
Well, the future is now. Our 3D printing technology is an industry standard.
It is amazing what technology is at our disposal today. We cannot wait to see these companies and what the students will engineer as they work together and their BotsIQ continues to grow.
3D printing can create almost anything today.
And by the way, Ringgold's industry partner is the company X1, which helped with the design and 3D printing of Mark 42's weapon and armor.
Max Inks from X1 supplied the mentorship. In fact, X1 partnered with 4 BotsIQ teams.
X1 is involved with BotsIQ kind of as a joint partnership. We want to get our technology out there, get it more accepted, and if you get it in the minds of students, then they're going to go on throughout their education and they're going to remember the technology, and then when they get out to industry, they'll be like, I know exactly way to solve this problem. We can use additive manufacturing to kind of get around this and design something new. We also like to get out, because I started way back when in high school. It's just an awesome opportunity to give back to the BotsIQ organization to kind of sponsor and really mentor some of the kids as well.
Thanks, Max, and thanks to X1 and to all of the BotsIQ industry partners.
We'll meet another industry partner shortly.
When we come back, we'll meet a team fielding a robot named Blocky Balboa that was made out of bulletproof plastic. And we'll meet one of the professors that teach applied engineering at Cal U, the only school in Pennsylvania with a 4-year mechatronics engineering technology program.
That's next when BotsIQ, the smart sport, continues from California University of Pennsylvania. Welcome back to BotsIQ, the smart sport.
The pits are where you find the real action as the students and teachers from 78 teams and 60 schools prep and repair their battle-weary bots and get ready for the next bout in the arena.
Remember, these are not bots you build from kits. Each 15-pound robot is wholly designed and manufactured by a team of students mentored by a teacher.
The students also come up with the clever names that describe their style of bot.
Penn Trafford High School created their bot out of bulletproof plastic. Let's meet the team from Penn Trafford High School and their plastic bot they named Blocky Balboa. We spoke with Penn Trafford teacher Eric Crompton, who is able to tell us more about the special plastic.
It's called UHMW, which stands for Ultra High Molecular Weight Plastic. The plastic is incredibly strong. It's also really slippery. So it's going to have the rigid strength that we need to take in any kind of an impact. We actually tested the material in our facilities, and we were hitting it with a sledgehammer and a vise, and it's very, very durable. We use the UHMW because it's exceptionally durable, and it's also less expensive than the metals. We machined a cavity out of our robot with a CNC mill that all of the parts can fit inside of, and it's also more impact resistant because of that.
We wanted to know who picked UHMW plastic as the material for their robot.
Well, the students actually decided on the material, and the reason we had gone with it is because with the parts fitting inside of the cavity the way that they do, if it does take a direct hit, everything is snug and in place. It doesn't move. It doesn't get jarred. and the material is strong enough that it shouldn't bend or break in any way, shape, or form.
We asked if working with plastic instead of metals was more difficult.
Well, it's just different. The students had to come up with drawings that we had to import into our CNC mill, and then the milling had to be done. Each panel took about an hour and a half to cut out, and it's, from there it was just the process of assembling it.
Congratulations to Penn Trafford on building an exceptional robot out of a new material. Thanks to Penn Trafford High School and to all of the schools who compete in BotsIQ. Here's another semifinal match featuring Bedford High School Smitty and Hempfield Area High School's robot Nexus. Here's Chad McGreeth with a call.
1, battle! Oh, they're coming rolling out here. Who's going to do the damage first? Nexus knocking them out of the park. There's the sparks. There's the fire. There's the flame. It's going to happen. All kinds of violence. Again, knocking people up in the air. Nexus in control. Oh! A big way. I got to step back. Bad things are going on here. Oh, wow. What a dominant move that was. Things are breaking all over the place. I think Smitty did a lot of damage to itself on that one, actually. It's 1, 2, 3 blues for the winner. From Bedford High School, Smitty Werbenjager-Menjensen.
Congratulations to Smitty and the team from Bedford High School, who will move on to the championship round versus Plum Senior High School. More and more young women are becoming interested in STEM careers and in mechatronics. Professors at CalU know that science and technology can lead to rewarding careers. Here's Dr. Laura Hummel from CalU Department of Applied Engineering and Technology talking about the need for diversity in STEM programs and careers.
When there's more diversity, there's less hassling over silly things. There seems to be a more family-oriented type environment where instead of it being more competitive, it's more collaborative. And that makes all the difference. And I don't know if that's necessarily the female influence or just the change in this group of young people or what, but I see that change now, that we have more diversity in our classrooms. It's more collaborative than competitive. We are more sensitive to finding that balance. We have more non-traditional students, we have military students, we have students that are coming back and doing second careers, and they're really finding themselves in the STEM areas in particular, but across the board, because we have that ability to work with them on so many levels, because we have all of the mechanisms in place to work with so many students that have to find that balance between what they want to do with their academic life and what they need to do with their personal lives.
Thanks, Dr. Hummel. Last year, Punxsutawney Area High School featured a robot named Reptar that was designed by a senior named Renee Huey. Today, Renee is a student at the CalU Mechatronics Engineering Technology program.
Mechatronics is mechanical, electrical, and computer engineering all put into one, so we can mostly do simple things, but in a higher quantity. Like we can program robots and all that. You actually want to go to school, build something of your own, and see it in action. Like some people, they just say, can I just work on the robot and not go to the competition? The competition's like your paycheck. You love going to see how it does. Like, oh, at home it worked perfectly, I think we're gonna win. You come here, completely different story. You get to see actually how it's in action. Oh, we can change this. You can upgrade anytime. So it's kind of nice to see. That's actually what happens in the real world. I just want a job that I enjoy doing and it doesn't seem like work. I can be in the metal shop building the parts, I can be designing them, either or, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to enjoy it. If you are dedicated into the BotsIQ program and you actually want to keep going on it, go to CalU for the mechatronics program, get involved with some of the clubs here that still go along with BotsIQ, so that way you still have those skills you learned back in BotsIQ.
Thanks, Renee, and good luck with your future career.
Now, when we come back, we'll meet the team from Chartiers and their bot, Cadillac. And before we go to break, here's CalU Interim President Geraldine M. Jones.
Each year, the number of teams competing continues to grow, and this year it's a record number of 78 teams, so we're very pleased. BotsIQ team itself does a great job in getting teams interested, and then California University, our event team here, does a lot to keep them wanting to come back Our special mission at the university is the science and technology field. And with our mechatronics engineering technology program, that is one program that we are attracting a lot of students here. And it's always exciting when we have the opportunity to bring students to campus and they find that what they're interested in doing is offered at our university, and they come here and have a wonderful, great experience and graduate and find wonderful careers afterwards.
Welcome back to BotsIQ, the Smart Sport. The action was fast and furious for a couple of days at the Cal-U Convocation Center. It's time to meet our next team, Chartiers Houston High School, a rookie team, and their sponsor is Caterpillar. Their bot is named Cat-A-Lack.
Our teacher found out about it, and he asked us if we wanted to get started in the competition, and we all agreed and wanted to start out as the whole class, but it ended up just coming to these 8 kids. Our sponsor is Caterpillar. They've helped us out a lot, from support from us going over and helping us with wiring schematics and showing us different ways we can wire things, to giving us money donation to help buy the products we need to make our bot. They were on board right away, and they also sponsored 2 other teams.
We asked Scott about the roles each student played on the team.
We all pretty much played a big part in each part of the bot. Not just one person worked on any part at all, and we all took turns picking up where each other left off and helping out on any part.
We were also curious to hear about their robot, the Cat-A-Lack, which they had their sponsor paint for them in Caterpillar yellow.
It's kind of like a dozer. It's a rammer bot, and we were just kind of going with a simpler form for our first year. So we figured the rammer bot was pretty easy, and we can make it heavy and built sturdy with big motors, and make it kind of like something that our sponsor would produce.
Scott had some inspiring remarks regarding this competition and hopes more students join next season.
It's a great thing to get involved in. You meet a lot of good people and you learn a lot of great things and just basic skills that can help you get farther in life.
Now let's check out one of the more entertaining bouts at BotsIQ, when 3 or more robots beat up on each other until only one robot is moving, because there can only be one. Here's the Robot Rumble. Once again, Chad McGreeth calls the action.
2, 1, battle! We're waiting to do some damage. Who's gonna fly? Teddy Bear's revenge has already gone up. Somebody lost their turret. It's the Demo King. He's already out of commission there. Bedlam knocking people around already. Bedlam trying to aim people up. Wow, things are flying around on their own. These bots are out of control. It's a rumble, man. Oh, that's just a massacre. Bedlam once again trying to crack the glass. It wants to do it twice today. Oh! That'll get it done. That's how you do it. That's a big fly right there. Oh, there it comes again. A big blast up against the glass. Twice. Get it, do it 3 times. 3 times. 3 times the charm. There it goes, up in the air one more time. We have agreement in the judges. The winner is Bedlam. Bedlam is the winner.
Congratulations to Eastern Westmoreland CTC and their robot Bedlam. Cal-U recruits many local industry professionals and business owners to serve on their Mechatronics Advisory Board. Here's Scott Swanson from Census.
The program here is you get the theory behind things along with the hands-on, the application. I said, and that's critical to the type of controls engineers that the industry is looking for. They want to have people that have some experience. This program is, the instructors are great here. They take a real interest in the students to make sure that they know what's happening, what's expected of them, and it's a great place for these kids. The BotsIQ program, at least from my point of view, is a program that encompasses all sorts of job aspects, from marketing type folks to technical engineering type folks to people that will work on an assembly line. So at Census we have all of those disciplines and all those types of people, and it fits very nicely with the BotsIQ program. They've already had some experiences that you're going to have in the workplace. They learn to work in teams. They learn to give presentations. They do some of the technical things that the engineering folks do. So yeah, they get a lot of good experience out of the program.
Thanks, Scott. Also, as we told you earlier, many Western Pennsylvania manufacturers support BotsIQ. Here's John Dalrymple from Hamel Manufacturing.
Our CEO saw a competition in Orlando when he was the national chairman of the NTMA, brought the idea back to the Pittsburgh chapter of the NTMA. We've been a strong believer in being advocacy of manufacturing, and we thought it was just a stealth way to get the kids involved. Expose them to manufacturing, whether it's the engineering component, the assembly building component, all the STEM education requirements are part of this process. Whether Hamel benefits from this or not by bringing an employee in, it benefits manufacturing in the region. You know, when you look at what's happening in the industrial base in the country, we need to drag more people into manufacturing. We struggle every year trying to find qualified people, and you got to change a persona of manufacturing, and this is the way to expose them to it.
Thanks, John, and thank you and Hamel Manufacturing for supporting BotsIQ. When we return, we'll have the championship bout and we'll show you the award ceremony. We'll be right back with more BotsIQ, the smart sport. Welcome back to BotsIQ, the smart sport.
BotsIQ attracts teams from schools throughout the Western Pennsylvania area.
BotsIQ competitors can win in several categories, including Coolest Bot, Best Engineered Bot, Best Rookie Team, and Best Engineering Documentation.
Each team enters a book featuring meticulous documentation of their robots.
They are truly professional technical blueprints and descriptions of the bots.
Now here's our championship round featuring Bedford Smitty versus Plum Senior High School's Knockout.
Here's Chad with the championship bout.
2, 1, battle! Knockout comes out. Smitty coming in. Who's it gonna be? Knockout throws a big blow onto Smitty Wormingjager Bissonson. Just like that out of nowhere. We have a tap out from Smitty, and I'll tell you what that means. Plum Senior High School is this year's champion with Knockout, and it was exactly that.
Congratulations to our 2015 BotsIQ first place winner, Knockout from Plum Senior High.
The grand champion winner this year for excellence in all aspects of the competition is Nexus from Hempfield Area High School.
Here's Bill Patnos, Southwestern Pennsylvania BotsIQ Executive Director, with some final thoughts about BotsIQ and California University of Pennsylvania and why BotsIQ is held at the CalU Convocation Center.
Number one reason we have it at CalU is they have a beautiful Convocation Center. I mean, to have this here with the space that's needed, our program has grown by 50%. We would have never been able to have it anywhere else but here at the Convocation Center. But also, more importantly, CalU is part of the manufacturing career pathway. The programs that CalU offers are perfect for our students. We have previous BotsIQ alumni that are now enrolled at CalU in the mechatronics program and other programs, learning the skills needed for careers in manufacturing. I see these students having jobs where a lot of people are concerned, what's going to happen to me? What job am I going to have after high school or after college? These students are the ones that are preparing themselves for a future career. They will be able to have a career that will provide them with job security and a lot of advancement.
Thanks, Bill. That's all for tonight's show.
On behalf of BotsIQ and California University of Pennsylvania, thanks for joining us.
We'll leave you now with Chad McReath and the awards ceremony. I'm John Klein.
And I'm Chelsea Strube. Join us next year at CalU for the 2016 BotsIQ.
The very first award we're going to start with is Coolest Bot is Toxic from Admiral Perry AVTS. This is the winner of the final Rumble. It goes to the King of the Ring. The King of the Ring this year was EWCTC with Bedlam. The Best Rookie Award goes to Chartiers Houston with Cadillac. And they deserve it. That bot kept coming and coming and coming. All right, the Spirit Award this year goes to, wait for it, it's good to get a drum roll because it's Highlands High School. They brought a band. Second place winner this year, Bedford High School with Smitty Werbenjager Mansionson. All right, the first place competition winner is the winner of the arena bouts. They take home the traveling trophy. That's the big heavy one, and we know who it is. It's Plum High School with Knockout. Plum High School knocked everybody out. This year's grand champion, the 2015 BotsIQ Southwestern PA Championships goes to Hempfield Area High School with Nexus.
The preceding program has been a paid presentation of California University of Pennsylvania.